What up, though? Oh, what's happening? What's up, big dog? What's going on? What's going on? What's the word, y'all? Just tapping in for a quick little minute. I got a few people in here. I was just gonna chill, but while I got y'all here to keep me some company, I'm gonna prep my meat real quick for tomorrow. What I do with my keys? Let me go get this piece to this tripod real quick. Hold on, y'all. That might go out. You said let them get a salmon. Hold on, now yeah. We back in action, boss. Yeah, we going up this year in December. We running nationals back. I took me a nice little long break. Enjoyed some good food. The boy rejuvenated and traveled a little bit. We actually locked back in tomorrow. Tomorrow is day one. 21 weeks. Get this tripod set up real quick, guys. Dang, what the hell? Yeah, I didn't think nobody was gonna tap into the live, so I wasn't prepared. That's my bad. But since y'all here, I'm multitasking. Get my meat ready for tomorrow. Let me see how you hear you do this shit. Hold on, yeah, my bad. Man, we couldn't even do it. Shit, hold on 1 second, y'all. But it's so hard. Hey. I don't want to be all in the camera. On my chest off in the camera, man. Have to go and get me a hoodie real quick. Let me get set up real quick, guys. My bad for the not being prepared. But a lot of times when I be getting on live, don't nobody never tune in, so I don't be knowing. I be having to test the waters out. We back in action, boss. You compete next year. Up in chill mode before I get back to the place. Beast mode work tomorrow. What you hitting tomorrow? Vince J, what up? Calisthenics is that real work. Them boys be strong. See, a lot of guys who be banging all that weight in the gym, they can't lift their own body weight. I just don't like when calisthenic dudes be, some what? For what? You look like some damn yogurt. Huh? We say? What kind of yogurt you finna get? Huh? What kind of yogurt? I'm English sherbet. Nasty. All right. Yeah, I don't like when the calisthenic dudes be trying to knock dudes that bang weight. Because they couldn't, most calisthenic dudes wouldn't last a session in the gym. But I respect calisthenic dudes. Only thing I don't respect about calisthenic dudes is them squats that half of them be doing. What do it do? Appreciate you, Joe Blast. I'm trying to get my yokes up, man. Yeah, tomorrow, dog, we locking in. I had enough fun. We actually just got off the road. We was in Dallas for the weekend. We got off the road at about 5. And the first stop, this is how you know I'm ready. The first stop was Costco. First stop was Costco so I can get me some meat. Cause I ain't take out no meat to prep. So I bought me a pack of chicken breast. We gonna whip him on up. I ain't even go too crazy this weekend either. The most I ate when we was down there, we left Thursday. I ate Subway most of the time. Whole wheat, turkey. Hey, this ain't the right tripod, man. I don't feel like going to get the big one. That's gonna be too hard to work with. Shit. Yeah, I ate a couple burgers. I ate some Five Guys, of course. That's what we had. We went to a hibachi spot. I ain't eat too bad. The boy ready to lock back in, man. I'm ready to show these jokers what's up. They counted the boy out, man. They counted the boy out. So now we gotta show him what's up. Yep, tomorrow will be 21 weeks. But I got something else in store for you guys. I ain't gonna tell y'all. You just gotta stay tuned. I got something else in store for you guys. Stay tuned, and you will see very soon. Sheila, how you doing? I'm doing good. Where can I get a meal plan? Go to any one of my recent YouTube videos, click the link in the description. It's gonna lead you to a Shopify. And you can purchase a meal plan, a customized meal plan there. Oh yeah, we gotta get her back activated. She kind of been slacking too, but she said she gonna get back on the grind with me tomorrow, so she'll be featured in a lot more videos. We just was kind of enjoying, just enjoying each other traveling, enjoying the kids. It's time to lock back in though. That's the only thing about these bags. Costco, man, all this juice, water, whatever. Yeah, I'm ready to lock back in, guys. Well, it's been about 5 weeks. I've been eating all the foods I like. Got a boy ready to lock back in. Honestly, I don't see how guys be doing all them shows back to back like that. I like to eat, man. I'm a real foodie. I can't go no whole year without eating no good food. Hey. Whip up this chicken breast so I ain't gotta do it tomorrow morning. We lock back in on everything tomorrow morning, man. Cardio. I'm gonna be focused on getting my 10,000 steps in a day. At least 7,500, but I'm gonna aim for 10,000. Make sure these juice don't get all over the place, man. Yeah, we're ready to lock back in. You can catch me in the cherry 150. Let me see what we got going on. I got a lot of comments on this one. He said, nigga, Purple. Don't like it. I'm telling the version I can appreciate now. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, K. Berry. Yeah, we got to lock in, man. You know, sometimes we got to take them breaks when needed. But overall, we got to stay locked in. This stupid tripod tripping. It's going to be a little crooked. It got to balance itself out, guys. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. That Define, man, hey, I be having people ask me, do I really take Define supplements or do I just promote it? Look, y'all see where I'm at. I'm at the kitchen sink. This the counter. This the cabinet over the sink. Man, I got Define everything, bro. I ain't doing no pump faking. One thing about it, I never tell you guys or push anything on you guys that I don't take myself. Bro, I go all day. You know what I mean? I'm not that kind of guy, man. I try to keep it as real, raw, and uncut as possible. Do I use other pre-workouts from time to time? Yes. Do I use other protein from time to time? No. But I do use Define. Once you find a quality protein, you stick with it, man. Now the reason that I switch up my pre-workouts because you can get immune to them, and sometimes I be wanting a different taste. And sometimes some pre-workouts make you feel different than others. Sometimes I don't need as much energy. Sometimes I need more energy. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. I be trimming that fat off and all that excess skin that they didn't get when they was cutting chicken breast. Hey man, we finna get back tip-top shape, man. We finna get back lean, bro. We finna get back in shape, man. I needed that little break. I feel a whole lot refreshed. Let's see what we got. I'll be hitting that high vibe calisthenics and running for cardio lately. Gotta get my dreams back on for wrestling. Oh, you wrestle? I wrestled in high school. I only wrestled 1 year though. I used to have a hard time making weight. Because football was my primary sport. But I wrestled just to stay active and to get better, you know. When you're taking shots and wrestling, because I played running back and middle linebacker. So that helped me. They helped me with my tackling, the wrestling. I got some videos. I got to edit, man. I've been slacking. I be filming, guys, but I be slacking on my editing, man. Or I edit and never, well, I guess it still is slacking. I won't finish the edit. I'll begin it, but won't finish it. So I'm going to drop a video tonight for sure. And then I'm gonna drop one maybe around noon tomorrow. I gotta get back caught up because I want to get to the point to where I'm dropping the day that I film. That was fast.
I had to hurry up. They closed at 9 o'clock.
You ain't asked me did I want some yogurt?
Huh?
You ain't asked me did I want some yogurt?
You knew where I was going. You didn't say you
Shut up.
You want some?
Hell no.
You want to
No.
Come on, baby.
I don't want none of that crap. They look nasty.
It's good. Sound like a headache.
I want some real ice cream. I don't want no freaking froyo.
Taste it.
It look nasty.
Looks could be deceiving. Taste it.
Look here. I don't want no froyo, nigga. So you got me saying bad words on here.
I ain't got to say nothing. Don't talk to me like that.
I told that dude. That ain't nothing though. Text him and tell him what I said.
Huh?
Nicholas, where your phone at?
Right.
Look what Nicholas just said. Text him and tell him that ain't nothing. That ain't no major. That ain't nothing major.
Tell him who?
Tell him I said that's not nothing. That's nothing major. He probably be back home tonight. Let me see what we got going on, man. Man. Nah, you want to do some cardio. The cardio gonna bring them. It depends on what you're doing for cardio, though. You know. It depends on what you're doing for cardio and what your goals is. That ain't, yeah. I don't know what you're saying, bro. I don't read Spanish. What you laughing at? For real, I don't read Spanish, bro. Bobby Leaks Fitness, what up, though? I never counted you out. I was praying for the victory, supported since day one. I appreciate that, big dog. We gonna finish the job though this year. We just took a little break, but we back in action, man. Thank you. You gotta do what we can't. I learned I couldn't take certain minutes, so you gotta represent. That's good, bro. I appreciate that. Sunny Black Q. Oh yeah, Joe Blast. I'm in another. Hey, I'm back in my element. Yeah, I probably drop some more merch. I just been kind of slacking on everything for real, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you. I just wanted to fall back a little bit and get myself back together mentally, enjoy the family, and But we finna lock back into the max, bro. Yeah, it be random. I'm gonna definitely start scheduling the lives though. Hey man, advice. I'm gonna definitely start scheduling the lives so y'all will know. I can probably get back to y'all. I don't know how many people was here when I used to do the Friday Night Lights every week. I'm probably get back to something like that where I go live at a certain time every week on a certain day. Is nutrition more important than training? Absolutely. See, the thing is, this. I'll break it down for you. Your nutrition can be on point, and you cannot weight train, and you can still get lean, lose weight, or whatever the case, whatever you're trying to do. Unless you're trying to build muscle, then you have to train. But you can train and not do nutrition, and you're gonna look the same. You can't outwork a bad diet. In order to grow, you gotta eat, and in order to lose weight or get pills, you gotta eat. Oh yeah, that's the priority. Don't nothing come before the family. I don't really have no fit influencer, but my top 5 bodybuilders. Mm, you talking about present or what? 10,000 steps a day. Alone no more. Oh yeah, I meant to sing. That's why I meant to sing. I wash my hands, bro. I wash my meat too. You don't deal with no food without washing your hands. Before and after. Yeah, you don't deal with no food without doing that. That good old Costco, no salt seasoning, man. You back in that bag. He said, homie, I don't even take supplements usually. Just said I only purchased the fund because I trusted that you recommended me something. I appreciate that, big dog, for sure. That means a lot. Hey, I appreciate everybody who be tapping into those links in the description, man. Getting the programs, the supplement pad. The supplements, the walk pad. The walk pad, a game changer. I haven't really been using mine, but I'm gonna definitely get back on it. I might use it all week this week to help me get my steps in. Cause I sit down all day at work on the forklift, so I don't really get no steps while I'm at work. So once I get back from the gym, I put my walk pad to use to be sure I get my 10,000. And I think it's supposed to rain for like the next 9 days here, bro. That's all it do is rain here. Rain, snow, and be cold. It's summertime. We probably only have about 5 days of summer around this mofo. Oh, shoot. Damn. Who dropped that dono? I appreciate that $10 dono. Let me see who did that. Then I got to catch up on Jake Dubs. Appreciate you, big dog. Hold on, let me catch up on the comments, dog. What's your favorite pre-workout if I want to go crazy in the gym? I don't really have a favorite pre-workout, bro, to be honest. You could do coffee. When is the next show? December 11th, baby. Nationals. I think it's December 12th. One of them days, it's that weekend. We 21 weeks out. We locking in tomorrow, day 1. Y'all head over to the gram. And follow me on Instagram if you don't follow me already. I'm going to do this prep a little different. I think I'm going to actually show a lot more of the progress along the way. This prep. Last prep I didn't really do so. But I think I'm gonna show a lot more of the journey on Instagram as well. So y'all head over to the gram and follow your boy if you don't already. And y'all can see, like when I be up, the things that I do throughout the day. I sometimes, as far as the grind, I sometimes share on there. Got that good old Ninja Grill. Throw him on there. I'm gonna get to these comments once I get this meat going, y'all. My bad. This grill right here, a game changer. But you have to wash it as soon as you're done using it. If you don't, you're gonna have a hard time scraping this mud. And got it loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 breaths on there at one time. Game changer. You need to wash these dishes. Alright, let me get to these comments. Boss man, what's up? Hey, what base do you use for protein shakes? For protein, this is what I use right here, big dog. Bam. Define Nutrition. Isolate, baby. Go and get you some, man. Link in the description to save you a couple bucks, too. Man, this tripod tripping. It is freaking light. When you and Beast Smoke want to link back up. Man, I was just down there this past weekend. I was trying to link with him, but I don't know what happened, bro, to be honest. I'm going to go back down there soon. I'm going to have to tap in with him. I actually just got home today, a couple hours ago. How much protein do I eat every day? To be honest, bro, I don't know my macros. That's my coach just sent me what to eat. He sent my meal plan over, and I just eat it, bro. You know what I mean? That'd be the beauty of hiring a coach and take away all the guesswork and all that. I just have to do as he say. So I couldn't even tell you how much protein he got me eating. It changes, though. You know, throughout our preps, it changes. Let's get lean. I got to shave off a good 15 pounds. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to, let's do it. I'm probably have to lose. I ain't weighed myself since I've been back home. Well, I weigh myself in the morning, of course, but I'm probably about 250 right now. Should I do? I like to do cardio after my workouts, bro. Because you don't want to deplete your glycogen stores and waste your energy doing cardio before you train on the weights. I like to go crazy on the weights first and then do my cardio after I'm already depleted from weight training. You see, I'm trying to lose more fat, and I done went from 220 to 213, and now when I left 275, I can barely lift it. Your diet could have a lot to do with that, bro. Your nutrition could have a lot to do with that. I don't really know how you lost the weight, so I can't. It's hard for me to kind of, do you really need to eat a lot of protein if your goal is? Yeah, macros are very important, bro. Protein, carbs, and fats are very important. If you want to build and maintain muscle, see, you got to think, in order to get strong, you have to build muscle. Muscle is what moves the weight. You know what I mean? So you want to stick to your macros as precisely as possible. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna help you, and that's where a lot of powerlifters go wrong. If we being honest, because a lot of powerlifters don't prioritize macros. A lot of powerlifters think because they're powerlifters that they can eat anything and look like crap. But if you really look at it, the powerlifters that's in shape, they're always stronger than the guys that aren't. Majority, you know what I mean? So yeah, hitting your protein macros is very important. Can you describe your cut from the competition? What you mean? Next show, December 12th, I believe it is. I got to update my board so I can start the countdown. What's up, bro? Is it possible for a skinny cow person to build enough muscle? See skinny cow people like me Move a lot of weight with calves still. See, the thing is with calves, bro, a lot of guys be trying to calf raise 300 pounds and 400 pounds. Most guys be calf raising wrong. If you really training calves correctly, it don't even take that much weight, bro. I'm slowly trying to build and develop my calves. Uh, you can develop them for sure. I don't know about how much they can grow, to be honest, but you can definitely develop your calves if you're training them correctly. Most guys who be loading up all their weight just moving weight. It's a difference between moving weight and weight training. Top five. I never really thought about my top five bodybuilders to be truthful, bro. But some of my favorites are. I ain't really in tune with the older bodybuilders to be honest. Some of my favorites are Flex Wheeler. I have to throw Keon in there. Uh, let's shoot. Hottie Chupin. Uh, I don't know, bro. I ain't really in tune with the. I have to sit down and really think about that. I never really thought about that to be honest. Who your top five? How long do you rest in between sets? It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing like arms or something like that, it'd be like 30 seconds to 45 seconds or something. But if I'm doing something like bench press, squats, deadlifts, or something like that, I don't really time it. I wait until I feel that I'm ready to get back to have an efficient, effective set. If my heart rate is up, let's say I hit a set of 315 on squats for 10. If my heart rate is still up after 60 seconds, I'm not going to go to perform my next set. If it takes me another 60 seconds for my heart rate to get down, enough for me to get an efficient set, for my second set, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not taking powerlifter breaks, but I'm not. If I'm not ready to perform, my next set efficiently, I'm not gonna do it just because people say 30 to 60 seconds. But if I'm doing something like lateral raises or something like that, then 60 seconds to 90 seconds is good, is ideal. What up, though, Black? What is it, Black and you too? What's going on? Dumbbells or barbells for chest? Talk to me. I appreciate that. Don't know, big dog. Both. Dumbbells and barbells are both good money. I mean, yeah, dumbbells and barbells are both good money. Uh, I enjoy bench pressing, but on certain exercises, I enjoy dumbbells. The only thing about dumbbells is when you chest press, when you get up in the heavier weights, you use a lot of energy trying to pick the weights up, sit them on your knees. You use a lot of energy on the setup. You're wasting a lot of energy for the setup. Opposed to with bench press, you just lay down and pick it up and begin your set. Going in, bro, ST. I appreciate that. Don't know how you pronounce it. I'm gonna just call you T Jones. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but I definitely appreciate that. Don't know, big dog, for sure. Yeah, showing the boy love. Making you want that chicken go get you yoked. Do you have rack pulls? No, I don't do rack pulls. Honestly, I prefer to do deadlifts over rack pulls. How about 2 or 3 of these when you drop them? I've been a little tight with the funds like this since my son going to college next month. And the other 3 back in school shopping. I definitely. Bro, I already know the feeling, bro. Man, I got 4 of them when it's finna start school next month. I appreciate the support, though. I understand. You know what I mean? Definitely understand that. I can only imagine college. Jeez. You say, is it better to go slow and controlled or fast and controlled? I don't really, to be honest, I don't really see how you can go fast and controlled. Because typically when you go fast, you been explosive. So when you been explosive, you're not really controlling the weight, I wouldn't say. You're not controlling the eccentric, like the negative of the movement. You're not. But it all depends on what your goal is. If you're training to build muscle, then the slower, the better, of course. But I go like a medium pace where I'm full. Well, I have full control over the weight, but I'm not exaggerating the negative as well. You say that protein kills me. What kind of protein are you taking that's messing with your gut? You talking about protein shakes or the food? So cut out a lot of carbs. Carbs are important. It's really hard, bro. You know, it's hard to really say to speak on someone's nutrition or whatever when you don't really know the facts. The numbers are very important when it comes to nutrition. Yeah, probiotics and probiotic digestive enzymes are very good, but it all depends. Because if you taking crap quality protein, that's where you need to start. You need to get some of this low temp processed or hydrolyzed. One thing I learned over the years, bro, when you pay for what you get when it comes to protein. You want to get quality protein. See, like, this is why I take this, because it's low temp process, cold temperature process, and it's hydrolyzed. What that means is they didn't use heat and chemicals when processing the protein. You know, when you put heat to protein, you're killing the protein. So a lot of these companies, if it's not low temp or hydrolyzed, micro cross filtered, they killing the protein. That's why a lot of proteins, the cheaper proteins like Walmart protein, be chalky and it don't mix well. You have to use a little metal ball in the shaker cup because it's terrible quality protein. Opposed to like something that's cold temp, all you need is a shaker cup. Shake it up. You don't even have to have a ball in there. It's gonna mix by itself. What keeps me motivated? Accomplishing my goals and my family. When I wake up every day and see my family, that's what keeps me motivated. You know, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, this how I view it, bro. If you can, even when you're not motivated, you go work that 9 to 5 because you know you got bills, you got responsibilities. You know, if you don't work, you don't eat, right? So I view this as my job. I enjoy it, I love it, but I view it as a job. If I'm gonna do it, I want to be productive in it as well. You don't want to like I got too many responsibilities to just get up and do things for fun every day, spending countless dollars and countless hours on a hobby where I'm not making nothing from it. You know what I mean? So, like even before being on YouTube and things like that, I've always worked out my whole life. You know, but as far as like being on the internet and things like that, that's what keeps me motivated, feed my family. Trying to do what I love to do and make a living for it. Not only for myself, but for my family. A comfortable living. That's what keeps me motivated. Yeah, I'm learning that too with the shoulder straight, Trey Willis. I used to always do heavy shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press on shoulders, and my shoulders with minimum growth. Once I started doing machine press, really controlling that weight, I could tell, not only me, but a lot of people can tell the difference in my shoulder growth since I stopped doing the dumbbell shoulder press. So I definitely agree with you on that. How many meals will you get out of the chicken breast? With this pack, I'll probably get about maybe 2.5 days. Lucky Leo, what up, though? Yeah, I know who Sergio is. Yeah, I know who Sergio is. I don't think I'm familiar with the other guy, Serge Norbert. I think I heard that name before. I'm gonna have to look and see. Yeah, we planning on coming to the Chicago Pro. That's in 2 weeks. That's what we planning on doing. Yeah, I can't remember the exact dates of the Chicago. I want to say it's like the week of the 26th or something like that. I definitely keep y'all informed though. That's why I'm trying to get caught up on my videos so I can drop the day of so y'all can be more in tune in real time. Cause I'm behind on videos. So what I'm gonna do is look at that chicken boy. You shit. Look at that chicken boy. They be talking about eating healthy more. You don't know how to cook. Nah, but what I'm gonna do is I'm uh I'm gonna drop multiple videos in these next couple of days. It'll probably be like 2 videos, maybe 3 a day until I get caught up. So if y'all see them, man, y'all be sure to support them videos. Cause I don't want to just dump them. You know, I don't want to just dump them and start fresh, on this day or on tomorrow. So I'm gonna just drop a lot of them to get caught up. But I definitely let y'all know. Man, what the hell I do? I'm gonna definitely let y'all know when if we gonna go to the Chicago Pro. Sean Clarita is cool, but he's not. He's not in my top five. I don't like his look, to be honest. It's dope what he doing for him to be so small and pack on so much size and be able to get them boys a run for their money. But I personally, I'm not a fan of his physique. 2 minutes too long for rest. On the compound lift, no, not in my opinion. Ronnie, Kyle, Dorian, Phil, Andrew Jack. Ronnie up there. I liked Ronnie work ethic. I know this isn't a good channel, but do you have any opinions on peptides? Yeah, peptides is not good in my opinion. Uh, Peptides, I'm just not really getting in tune with peptides to be honest. So I can't really give an opinion, an honest opinion. I want to keep it real with you. I can't give you an honest opinion on it because I'm just really getting in tune with it myself. I heard a lot of good things about them. I've used peptides my last prep. You know what I mean? I couldn't even tell you if they worked or not, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. When you starting prep, tomorrow, tomorrow, coach said we gotta lock in. Cause my coach like to do 20-week preps. We'll be 21 weeks out, but as you know, I've been going crazy with the food. So he told me from now on, if we gonna do nationals, then we gotta lock in 100%. No more slip ups, no more excuses, no more games. Otherwise, we gonna go into our off season. And but I really want to secure that pro card this year. That was my main goal to start back competing because I honestly thought I was done. You know what I mean? And that was my main goal of why I started back competing this year to obtain my pro card this year. So I gotta lock in and make it happen. Nationals is in December. First weekend of December. Man, if it ain't big takeover, hockey move on, pay him no attention. Hockey move, that's my dog. That's big bro right there. Hockey move be talking that noise. TJ. TJ is good. What's up, bro? Love your content. Wondering, do you cut out rice when you're losing weight? No, we do rice. Speaking of, I need to make some rice. We do rice the whole prep, bro. Even peak week, we do rice. Yeah. You You just change the portion sizes. You know, we still eat rice because you don't want to go flat and you don't want to lose strength. Like, you don't want to starve yourself just to lose weight. Shout out from Staten Island. Man, I want to come check y'all out, man. I ain't never been up that way, bro. Me and my lady was just talking about that today. Mr. Dion, what up, though? What you do for obliques? Nothing, honestly. I just do regular crunches or leg raises for abs. And I really only do that during prep. You know, if you notice when I perform, I don't like how most bodybuilders train with a belt on. I don't train with a belt because I engage my core doing my lifts. And that's what's gonna, if you think about it, like if I'm doing, let's say, tricep press downs, I'm engaging my core while I'm doing my press downs. So the more you engage the core, that's getting work. You know, you contracting the core. So I don't really do like oblique training and things like that. Do you have BCAs and EAAs? Waste of money if you ask me. If your nutrition on point, you don't need that. I would much rather spend that money on a pre-workout or an intra workout, protein, multivitamins, uh, actually like the multivitamin stack, and things like that, magnesium. There's other things that you can spend that money on where you can get benefits from opposed to BCAs and EAAs if your nutrition on point. Definitely got to show up regardless, no matter how you feel. If you want to get the job done, you got to show up. Do you believe in after my morning workout at the end of the day, I'll do 200 push-ups before bed or just a man. No, I ain't never did that before, bro. To be honest, yeah, I ain't never did that because because like if I would probably do it like on a press day. I would do push-ups at the end of the day, maybe, but I wouldn't do it every day because if I got a press day tomorrow, then I want to make sure my muscles are fresh for tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't really I don't really want to, cause I like to lift as much as I can for as many reps as I can. I don't know what you talking about, bro. I missed it, Joe. I don't even know what that joker said. I missed it. Lucky Leo, that's what's up. What category you competing in? Maybe Cobra? Yeah. Yeah. That's what most of these guys are taking nowadays. You made me so. Yeah, you a weirdo. How you get you up out of here? You don't need to be letting me block jokers. I can hire use them. What do you think about Diddy? I don't give a damn what he got going on. What he doing ain't feeding my kids or stopping my kids from eating, so I don't have no opinion on what that man doing. I don't get caught up in other people's business like that, bro. That's weird. I got too much of my own stuff going on to be watching another man casing. What's in my opinion about what he did? Man, I ain't got no clean balls. Yeah, I don't get caught up in what these jokers be having going on, bro. cut rice when trying to. Nah, bro, you can still eat rice. We eat rice all the way through prep, and we was pretty in good. We was in pretty good shape last. You don't have to. So if you cut your rice, let me answer this. So they told you to cut your rice because you're trying to lose weight or fat rather, or whatever the case, right? So what carb source are they suggesting that you eat? Are they suggesting that you don't eat carbs at all? Because if they're suggesting that you do zero carbs every single day, you don't need to take advice from them, bro. Because the thing is, you want to do a diet that you can maintain. You don't want to do nothing that you can't maintain. So so you telling me, or they're telling me basically to lose weight, cut your carbs out. So once you get to the weight that you want to get to, how are you going to maintain that? So what I'm saying is, so when we're cutting, right, we still eat carbs, but you taper your carbs down as see fit, to get to where you're trying to get. Then once you get to where you're trying to get, that's when you go into maintenance calories and maintenance macros to maintain that look. But if you're doing zero carbs to keep losing, what are you going to do to maintain that look? A lot of people think keto is the answer because they be listening to these jokers on the internet who be talking this watermelon and all this. But these dudes aren't nutritionists. Just because you're losing weight from doing something don't mean it's the correct way. Nor does it mean that it's the healthy way. If it's a lifestyle change, you want to do something that you can maintain. If you just doing it just to lose weight and then rebound, then you can do those crash diets. But I assure you, almost now I do have days where we have zero carb days where we're carb cycling, but we're not doing no carbs every day. OG Boo Dirty, what up though? I'm from Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, bro. What kind of we about 8 hours from Oklahoma, man. We've been wanting to come to Oklahoma, but what y'all got some dope like hardcore gyms out there, like bodybuilder type gyms out there? The power lifters in the 70s and 80s were definitely monsters, bro. I agree with you 100%. Definitely, and they was yoked. I don't know where down the line powerlifters thought that you had to get fat and sloppy to get strong, but they, yeah, no. Cedric Sparks, what up, though? How can we contact you? Hit me in a DM on Instagram, _ the takeover. Resistance bands is what I use mostly for my bedtime routine. Quick 200 reps. Uh, Man, I'm at the crib chilling, man. I've been traveling all day. We ain't tripping out these jokers, man. You know what I mean? These dudes be worried about other men. Hey, the world is doomed. Men today ain't the caliber of men that we had 10, 20 years ago, bro. So I can only imagine the next 10 years. The world is doomed. These men want to be bad bees so bad. I got a whole woman upstairs who ain't complaining about my beard. Well, I'm be tripping off a man talking about my beard for. Come on, Joker. Larry who? Man, I gotta get back locked in on dropping that footage, bro. I've been slacking. Yeah, I'm with Define Nutrition, Mr. in Olympia. Yeah, I'm working with Define Nutrition right now. They be caught up in that celebrity shit because they took Missy. For real though, man. Nobody care about no P Diddy got going on, bro. Zero. Hold on, y'all. Hey, you sleep? Hey. She don't want to sleep. I gotta call my little brother, y'all, because I'm gonna get off here in a second. I gotta call my little brother real quick. Let me answer the rest of these questions and I'm gonna log off, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Uh, text, text, text Nicholas and tell him she's made and they always been wanting to see her. He should, actually, that all he got is his time. My bad, y'all. Had some big brotherly duties. EMs, fresh line, images, super tested good card help, man. I've been working out consistently for 6 months. I can lift more but see no gains. How long before I see gains? You gotta enjoy the process, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta enjoy the process. Don't rush it, you know. Have fun with it, make it a lifestyle. And what's your nutrition like? You know, it's more than just working out. You gotta have that nutrition on point too. Hit me hit me in a DM on IG, man. I wanna come check out Oklahoma. I got a partner that stay at Oklahoma too. I definitely he been trying to get me to come down there for a while. Yeah, send me the gym names and things like that. I could plan it. That ain't nothing but a late hour drive. I ain't really I'm gonna have to go out. Hold on. That ain't
Expect to wash it.
hmm.
Expect to wash it.
Yeah, ain't gonna hurt. I ain't really been on IG this weekend for real, for real. I'm gonna get on there and get caught up. Keep turning up, bro. Love the channel all over. Shout out to Virginia. I wanna visit Virginia too. We just talking about that. Appreciate that love though, big dog. The 70s coming is why I said let's go. I think I is that the guy who squat a lot? That Serge Nubrin. He said correction, man or man. Nah, bro. These men soft and weak nowadays. If you soft and weak and you got female tendencies, you're not a man. If you worried about the P. Diddy case, you're not a man. Because a man, you should be minding your own business. What if it was somebody at the gym that said, because I eat 2 cups of rice a day, it turns into sugar? I kind of thought that was, I mean, all carbs turn into sugar, bro. You know what I mean? You just have to be mindful, bro, of who you take information from. A lot of these dudes be thinking just because they work out. Look at it like this, bro. Bodybuilders be most bodybuilders be shredded to the bone, and they still eat carbs. You know, most bodybuilders when they get in shape, they look better than the average gym bro who say you shouldn't eat carbs. I would listen to the guy who do this for a living, opposed to the guy who you know what I mean. A lot of these guys don't be knowing what they be talking about. They just be talking. Everybody think they're a nutritionist until you really test their knowledge. There you go, Joe Bland. A bunch of males with a few men. He must be a barber or something. Who? Who a barber? Me? I appreciate that, big dog. What up from the D? That's Detroit, right? Put me on your workout plan. Hit that link in the description, man, and go to that Shopify link. One-stop shop, big dog. Man's physique thinking about doing classic too. If you see me, bro, definitely I would love to meet you. If you see me down there, I would love to meet you, man. They run nationals real smooth though. I did that joint in 2023. You have a blessed week as well, Sheila. Thank you. All right. Hey, he ain't talk. The gains are the byproduct of the work that you put in and out the gym. That's a fact. I eat clean, but I'm 42 years old. I don't think at my age I can build muscle. You can still build muscle at 42. It just takes time, bro. It takes longer than 6 months to build muscle. You know what I mean? Building muscle is nothing that you can just look at it like this, bro. It takes time for plants to grow. That's the same logic as building muscle. You know, a plant is not gonna grow overnight. Neither are you. You know what I mean? You just have to enjoy the process, eat the food, and just get in shape. You know, it's about patience. This is a patience game. Once you make it a lifestyle and just enjoy it, like most of the time I'm wearing hoodies when I'm training. I just enjoy the process. I enjoy the day-to-day lifestyle. Of course, I want to be swole and yoked and cut up, and you know what I mean. But to keep myself like when you go to the gym, you see the typical guy after every set he's looking in the gym, flexing up. He's spending more time flexing up in the mirror than he putting in work. You know what I mean? I hoodie up and I put in the work and enjoy the process. You gotta have patience with it. I know plenty of dudes that's 42 that's still getting out there. You know what I mean? Shit, I hit back or chest before bed. It all depends on what your split is, big dog. I'm not on IG. Man, I done got sidetracked. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I done got sidetracked. I don't even remember what we was talking about, TJ. My little brother kind of threw me off. Man, what the heck? Go to any video, any recent video, and hit the description. There's gonna be a link to where you can get programs, a Shopify link. While you're making your voice deeper. This how I sound, clown. Why do you have a harsh nose? You must be a. See, these are the type of men. This is why I say men ain't men, because this A-time dude or whatever, this is not a man, bro. Men don't move in that manner. You know what I mean? That's weird where we come from. That's hella weird. What kind of man? Like, come on, bro. That's little kid, little boy stuff. We used to jown and stuff in school. As a grown man, you still have the time in the day to try to jown on the internet. Come on, bro. You got to be miserable. You got to hate yourself. You can tell by the way that these dudes be commenting that these dudes be insecure and they don't be having nothing going on. They hate where they at in life. So they go to the internet and troll people to make themselves feel better. Probably living in mama's basement. Mama about ready to kick you out because you ain't productive. She tired of you living free, eating up all the groceries, playing a video game all day. Probably ain't got no job. Weirdo. Before we get about this camp. It's 10 o'clock already. Shoot. I gotta get up off here, guys. I gotta be up at 3. He said I'd like to do a protein shake and pre-workout before hitting the gym. What happens to my body if I don't eat afterwards? No, nothing happen to your body if you eat afterwards, but you wanna replenish. You wanna feed your body afterwards too. You have look up anabolic window. Next show, Nationals in December. Where can I get that to inspire, motivate? And that's my girl Nelly. Hold on, let me get it. Hold on, let me get it for you. 1 second, bro. Hold on. Actually, who just asked that? When can you get that? Businessman. And my next video that I upload, check the link. I'm gonna have a discount code for you, and I'm gonna have that link so you can go straight to the website. But I'm finna get up off here, y'all. I ain't know if it's 10 o'clock. I gotta hurry up with this meal prep, and I gotta get in the bed because I gotta be up at 3. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody liking the videos, sharing the videos, dropping the hundreds, hitting the links in the description, all that good stuff. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Much love.